Hello everyone, now this is the last video I am making before your exam, and if there is any problematic situation is happened, then I obviously make another video if there is a very interesting topic is coming. Now coming to the examination purpose, second proper examination, it's very easy. You have to, there is only few days before your exam and you have many questions in your mind like what to study in this situation, how to write in your exams. You already passed first professional exam, but I want to share some tricks and tips regarding this second professional exam and some specific topics or some specific areas in some pathology, pharmacology, microbiology and forensic topics that's maybe useful or helpful in your exam. Firstly, the first point I want to share, first point, don't skip 2020 questions. Don't skip last year questions. Don't skip. Secondly, don't skip supply questions. Thirdly, don't skip 10 years questions. Okay. Firstly, don't skip 2020 question. This is our questions. Please don't skip that question. Don't skip the supply questions and you don't skip the 10 years question. You have to cover whole these three for your second proper examination. Okay. Now, this is the question part. Now coming to the examination part, how you have to write and what is the technique in the WBUHS board exams. Firstly, I want to take few minutes before your exam. Please don't skip this video because of I want to teach you how to write. Firstly, this is your paper. Draw a margin with pencil. Secondly, don't forget to write roll number and registration number both. Okay, firstly you have to draw a margin in pencil because your presentation matter in the exam. Presentation, firstly presentation and next the content. Don't overriding and don't unuseful content. Please don't write that. Focus the point to the answer. This is your answer. They are asking you write that. This is wrong, and you have to write this much for your exam purpose is enough. But there is a content part. But presentation matters. I write that, but this is not type of writing. Paragraph writing is not a type of writing. So what you have to write and how to have to write, like there is a something like mechanism of action. Like in case of mechanism of action, write in a flowchart manner. Okay, flowchart manner. Okay, write to draw in every question. Write to draw schematic diagrams like this is the lever. Write to draw schematic diagram for each of questions. Write to draw. Nextly, like you have to write some adverse effect, like adverse effect. Write adverse effect in the middle of the page, and this is the sun rays pattern, and starts writing the adverse effects like 1, 2, 3, 4, this type. This is the presentation skills. Another presentation skill, there are some box pattern type presentation skill. In case of processes, you have to write this type of, this is the box type presentation skill which improve your presentation skill before your examiners. They are impressed in your examination pattern. Like this is the one process, second process, third process, fourth process. If I am the examiner, I am not, If I am the examiner, I have to just see what first process, what is second process, third process, right, enough. But if you don't write like that and you write this type of writing, this is the first process and this is the second process and this is the third process and thereby this is the fourth process, you have to write that, and examiners have to find where is the first process, where is the second process, where is the third process. This is hectic manner. Please don't make your examiner angry, and your presentation make the examiner happy or angry. They have don't enough time for each and every examination copy. So please ensure that you have not consumed much time of the examiner. Your writing manner, your presentation manner in such a way like the examiner be happy, and just your examination paper it's completed with few minutes, 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and your presentation skills matter in a big manner. Okay, next what is the another, in case of long questions like pathological lab diagnosis, just lab diagnosis you may write like blood sample, blood tests and other lab findings. Blood test this, lab finding this. This type of manner is improving your examination pattern, your examination profile, not profile axis, your presentations. Okay, and like other things in case of microbiology, try to write in that way. In case of lab findings or lab investigations, culture media, then the culture media is like that. In flowchart, in table format, in pictogram format, this is improving your presentation skill. So this is the first thing, you have to improve your presentation skill, and don't overwrite. To the point answer in a pictorial program, in a pictorial presentation or in a tabular presentation or in a flowchart presentation or a box presentation is enough for your examination, is enough. Okay, now I am coming to the some important topics. Like I want to discuss first the pharmacology. I am discussing those topics you don't skip. This is not enough topic, but this topic you have not to be skipped. Okay, firstly the drug administrations, secondly the bioavailability, second and thirdly the biotransformation. Okay, you don't have to skip. Nextly like P drug, volume of distribution, enzyme index, all 10 years questions from the GI pharmacology. In case of ANS, glaucoma and organophosphorus poisoning is most important, anticholinergic drugs is most important, and explain why and the mechanism of action. You have to study all of them from the 10 years from the supply papers. In case of autocoids, migraine is very important. In case of respiratory system, bronchial asthma is very important. In case of hormone and hormone related drugs, the thyroid drugs and the diabetes related drugs is very important. You don't have to skip that. In case of peripheral nervous system, the lignocaine and local anesthesia is very important. In case of CNS, you have to read the epilepsy, Parkinsonism and drug induced Parkinsonism, and the pain condition I already taught in the video. Okay, and you have to write all 10 years mechanism of action, explain why, short note answers. In case of CVS, you have to read angina pectoris, hypertension, and also the cholesterol, the lipid metabolism. Sorry, not lipid metabolism, the lipid in case of cardiovascular system, hyperlipidemia. In case of drug of kidney, there is one questions only. You have to read that. Gastroenterology questions in our exam, the peptic ulcer is coming. Please start following that. In case of antimicrobial, malaria, rheumatic fever, TB, and the HIV drugs, please study that. And because the COVID situation is there, please study the COVID questions which I am sharing in the groups. Please follow this, and this is enough for your pharmacological. Please don't want to skip any of topic from 10 years, any topic from supply 10 years, and any topic from the last years. Please follow that. Okay, so now coming to the Okay, now coming to the microbiology. In case of microbiology, general microbiology, general bacteriology, you have to study the 10 years. In case of immunology, you have to study ELISA, nasopharyngeal swab collection, and the antibody antigen reactions. In case of systemic bacteriology, I have already make another video, please follow that. And in case of parasitology, please follow the only 10 years supply and 10 years examination questions. It's enough. And virology, maybe some questions from the COVID may come. Please, any problem, ask me. I'll give the COVID papers. Coming to the pathology part, in case of pathology, nothing to be said because all are very important topics. Just follow the 10 years and the COVID pathologic pathogenesis you have to read, and all the 10 years of the supply and the 10 years part. Okay, so I am stopping my video here, and I want to say thank you to all of you and best of luck for your exam.